Hello and welcome back, everyone. So I've got the TF2 thrown up on the bench here, and I want to change out the springs. It's time to start doing some modifications to it and getting it ready to go for the summer of wheeling. So I picked up these Rc4wd Drive red springs, and these have just the regular stock springs on them. And with the stock springs, it looks like we're getting right around 30 millimeters before this tire starts lifting off the ground in the back. I'm hoping I can switch out these red springs and maybe get a little bit more flex out of it because they're supposed to be softer. And there isn't a whole lot to throwing them on. It's literally, you've got 2 bolts down here to your axle, 2 to your shackles and mount, and just clearing whatever you need to clear out of the way to get to those bolts. So I'm going to get that done, get back with you, and we'll take this thing out and run it. So check it out, the red springs are installed and we have doubled our flex. We could only get 1 tire before, we're up on 2 now. And we're setting it right about 55 millimeters. So quite an improvement. I like these, they're nice and soft. I also changed the positioning of the rear shocks just a little bit. They were in the middle all the way. I brought them both out one post so it would allow it to drop down a little bit further as well. And I think that's going to work out nice. So I'm going to get the body on this thing, and we'll take it out and give it a crawl and then see what's next. I know I want to change out the electronics, and it's going to need a paint job. Alright, I'm out here on the course getting, warmed up to test these red springs, and one thing I cannot understand about Rc4wd Drive is why did they make their transmission mount pretty much like a spike to stick into anything you crawl over? We're going to have to do something about that because that makes this truck really miserable to drive. I got to be careful on anything with a steep angle. It gets caught on the bridge going up and down too. But alright, let's get on with the run and see where we can actually take this thing. Alright, because of the limitations of that transmission mount, gonna have to test it on kind of some of the older sections of the course too. Don't have quite as many sharp edges because that thing, man, it's just crazy how bad it catches. Let's see if it's flexible enough for this. Alright, we can at least make it down that part. Before it teeter-tottered real bad when I tried to take it through that area. Let's see if we can make it up these rocks or not. I don't know. Alright, I'm a bit impressed. I did not think it would do that. Oh, okay, pop the transmission up over that. The bad part is, see, it catches solid right there on that bridge. That is just crazy how much. I mean, I've got a hold of the thing. It just digs in there like a spike on everything. Definitely gonna have to do something about that transmission mount. To be honest, it's a bit of a struggle finding spots to drive it on because that transmission mount catches on the wood so bad and everything else. I have to stay down in the rocks quite a bit. I guess it's fine, more suited for this truck anyway, but like such a simple thing. See how it's hanging up there? You would think that the RC company would address that right from the get-go, because for as much as RC four-wheel drive trucks are, you would think they'd want the transmission to have at least a little bit of clearance because they have such small tires. Obviously I'm wrong, but you would think that. The truck's got potential, it's just that daggone transmission makes everything so hard. The red springs, though, which is what we're here to test, seem to be doing an excellent job. Got airplane flying overhead. See? Right there, stuck on the transmission. Gonna have to give it a help. Well, the transmission's stuck on the other side, too. Oh yeah, something's definitely gonna have to be done about that. Alright, make your bets, folks. Think the transmission's gonna get stuck here? Oh, there we are, solid. Have to do a little bash or jump to be able to get it over it. Well, we'll come down this. This is I think right around 60 degrees, so it might not be pretty. I'll be ready to catch it on the other end. Well, I guess we'd have to be able to get down it first. Well, no, hey, look, imagine that the transmission's caught. Oh, a lot of helping hands today. All right, everybody. I think this is probably going to be the end of this test. Oh, cool. I was able to get the transmission past it. But the red springs, they did add a lot of flex, and that's what we were here to test. It just turned into a transmission gripe. Well, thanks for watching. I'll try to leave a link for these springs in the description below, and as soon as I figure out a good solution for the transmission problem, I will definitely be back with you on that. Have a good one, guys. Oh, we're on the transmission.